So I have to tell you a story. Many of you know that I do work with Rosemary Altea. She's a spiritual medium, a healer, a speaker, an author, a phenomenal person, which is why I work with her. We do live shows on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and X every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today is October 31st, which is Halloween 2024, and it's also my husband Mike's birthday. Mike passed unexpectedly in 2021. So the first thing when I woke up this morning, my thought was of Mike and his birthday, and of course in my head I said happy birthday, and I sang him happy birthday, and you never forget your loved ones, right? So I go and do the show with Rosemary, and we go through the whole show, and she doesn't mention Mike at all. I don't mention Mike at all, but I do realize it's Halloween and it's birthday. We have another show to do at 6 o'clock tonight. So in between, I had some tasks to do, and I had to call Rosemary back using FaceTime. We both have an iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, you know that the person you're talking to takes up the majority of the video screen, and you yourself are up in a little rectangle box, usually up in the upper right, and you can see yourself there. So I call Rosemary. She sits down. She has her FaceTime on her iPad. So it's on a stand sitting on her coffee table. And she goes to sit down to take my call. And she's like, hold on. She heard a delivery truck outside. So I can see her get up from the couch and walk over to the door. And up in the little box where I am, I all of a sudden see a bunch of colored balloons go across the screen on my iPhone. And my first thought was, yeah, Mike, I know it's your birthday. And my second thought was, did I just imagine that? My third thought was, Mike, if that was you, do it again. And then I just had this, I guess you could call an overwhelming sense or an overwhelming knowing, or for the skeptical, a hope that it had really happened and it was really Mike trying to reach me. So I see Rosemary across the room standing at the door waiting for the delivery person to come in. And I feel the need to ask her. I said, Rosemary, have you ever seen balloons go across your screen while you're FaceTiming with somebody? And she goes, hold on a minute. And the person's coming to the door. And so she takes the package and she starts walking back toward the couch. And she goes, I didn't mention Mike in the show this morning, did I? Happy birthday, Mike. So now I know that my sort of inkling was on target. So I said, are you telling me Mike put balloons across the screen? And she said, well, I'm being told that I didn't wish him happy birthday on the 11 a.m. show. And happy birthday, Mike. So she starts singing him happy birthday. And now I am just giddy inside. Like it has touched my heart. It has touched my solar plexus. It has touched that deep down inside place that you know what you know is true. And now I'm like just freaking giddy. And I'm in my head, happy birthday to you. And so I said to her, I go, Rosemary, there's nothing you can touch. I've already tried touching my screen to see if there's any icons, if there's any buttons, if there's anything that I could have had my fingers slide across, that I could have accidentally touched. There's nothing on here that I can touch to put these balloons on. And you're clear across the room talking to this delivery person. So you're not anywhere near your phone that you can touch it. And so we quickly finished up the question I had to ask her. And just before we got off the call, more balloons went across my screen, my little tiny screen in the upper right. And I said, thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for showing up on your birthday and knowing we're all thinking about you, and it's your birthday today, and happy birthday. So I wanted to share this with people because when we think they're gone, I mean, truly, they're not here physically in our presence. They're not gone. And of all the time in the whole day, they chose a FaceTime call with Rosemary. She wasn't near the phone. I am literally holding on to the frame of my phone. I'm not touching the screen. And even if I was touching the screen, there's no buttons to touch that would make balloons go across my portion of the screen. Not on hers, only on mine. So, happy birthday, Mike. Happy Halloween. And I hope this story brings you some joy.